Well, we've got a point on the board, and that's probably the only good thing I can say about the game away against Swansea. It was a drab 90 minutes, wasn't it? Fair play to all the Blades who travelled down. I hope you had a good trip there and a good trip back as well, despite the 90 minutes that you had to endure at the Liberty. But yeah, it was, I don't know, it just never really got going for either side, because Swansea weren't particularly good at all. And not saying that we were, but I think if there were any team that looked half likely to win it, I thought it was us. But again, I don't think that meant we deserved to. We created a couple more half chances than they did. No team had a real clear-cut chance. I'd say that the closest we probably had to a clear-cut chance was if McGoldrick's crossfield ball in the first half had found Sharp in the 6-yard box. But yeah, I thought Brewster worked really hard, didn't really manage to create much, but he looked like he wanted to at least. And yeah, 4 strikers was ambitious, but none of them seemed really comfortable in the roles they were playing. Billy, I thought, ran a bit, but again, it was never clear what our intention was and what our attacking plan was. And again, you've got to give it time. I'm sure it'll come eventually. But yeah, I think 0-0 is very much the score tells the story of the game. But hey ho, we're going to get some games like that this season. Let's hope it's just not too many. Come on, Blades.
Mate, hope we're all good and well. Immediate reaction to the 0-0 draw against Swansea. It's exactly what I predicted in my preview show. I know the video didn't go out, but I predicted a boring 0-0 draw. So you just have to take my word for that. I don't even know where to start, to be honest with you. When the starting 11 come out, I saw a lot of people going, yeah, we're going attacking. I didn't like it. I didn't like the starting 11. I didn't think the balance of the team would be right. In the first half, we didn't do anything of note. McGoldrick had a tame shot. Sharp had an header. I thought Billy Sharp was decent when he was on. You know, he held the ball up well and did what Billy Sharp does, but he can only do so much, obviously, at his age now. I thought Brewster looked quite bright down that left-hand side. He got in behind Cabango a few times and won a free kick in a dangerous area. Other than that, I'm literally trying to grasp what just happened, because it was just such a poor game. The turnovers were ridiculous, giving the ball away in cheap areas. We let them have way too much of the ball. I thought that, they are a team that like to keep possession, but I thought they had it too easy in wide areas. Obviously, with our wide attackers, we was leaving our full-backs, isolated at times and 2 versus 1. Brewster did work hard on his side, getting back and tracking back, to be fair to him. But I just didn't like the balance of the team tonight, and I think we're lucky to come over. I do say we're lucky to come over 0-0. They didn't create overly anything either, did this. I think it was just a poor game between two sides that look like the teams where they are at. Sorry, the 2 new managers trying to implement 2 new styles. It's on to Wednesday, but it must be better, and personnel must be better. Ollie Norwood and Jack Robinson. Just to pick 2, I could pick any of them, but I'm picking these. So I thought Ollie Norwood, his corner taking, wow. And Jack Robinson is just, we bought a Nottingham Forest reserve player, and he's showing why he's a Nottingham Forest reserve player. Not good enough, I'm afraid. And hopefully Norrington Davis gets the nod on Wednesday night at West Brom. Poor game, but we've got a point. We're off the mark now. On to Wednesday night. Hopefully it's a bit better.
Welcome to this Tufty Club reaction to another X-0 defeat, which is what we always said last season. We still got the 0, but we limited them to, less than 1 or 2 or 3.
Yeah, I didn't see the game live. I watched it. I was travelling back from Wales, but I messed up. I was in North Wales, but I'm really glad I waited till I got home to watch that. I think my finger was permanently stuck on the fast forward button. Not the greatest of games.
No, I've never done that. I've never tried to watch a recorded match as live, and neither did you if you fast forwarded through it. At least it would have sped some of our players up. Yeah,
so any idea what kind of formation plan we've got so far this season?
No, I don't know if anyone has. When I saw that just big list of names, I think I was same as anyone. I think it was fairly easy to guess it was going to be a flat back 4, but then after that, I think you could have just probably done what the manager did, and just put your hand in a hat, pull them out. Oh, they'll do. Chuck them in that order. Fine.
Yeah, the general plan seemed to be don't play with any midfielders, and then stick your strikers on the wings.
Yeah, I think the problem is we've got about 6 centre forwards, and he wants to play a formation where you play 1. So he's just gone. It's not even square pegs round holes, is it? It's triangular holes, hexagonal things. I don't know. It's just not. It just didn't seem to work, did it?
I think the key takeaway I took from it was just again how bored I was from watching it, and that was with the ability to fast forward through the game. It wasn't like I kind of had to sit through it. I could skip through bits, but nothing really happened. I mean, they had a lot more of the ball than us, a bit like we did with Birmingham, but they didn't create anything. I think they had one shot, Ramsdale, the whole game. Had a couple sort of go past the post, but we actually had the better chance. As bad as we were, and as boring as we were, we actually still had a couple of decent chances.
Yeah, well, I mean, you say you fast forwarded through the match and you were bored. Imagine I were twice as bored then, weren't I? Or did you go at 4 speed? I was 4 times as bored. Whatever speed you went at, that's how much more bored I was than you. But yeah, I was going to say we looked more likely to score, but we still didn't look likely to score. We just looked more likely to miss chances, didn't we? And we created 2 or 3 good half chances, and then 1 or 2 that were proper chances that should have been scored, really.
Yeah, Sharp had one in the first half, and then McGoldrick had the one that was ruled offside that wasn't, and then obviously McGoldrick had the best chance, I would say, of the game when Berg did really well down the right. About the only thing he did all game, and McGoldrick did not have the best of games. But then I'm struggling to think of many players that you could say they had a really good game. Ramsdale were all right, Egan were all right. I'm struggling after that.
Yeah, I think Brewster put himself about without really doing too much. I think of the forward players, he's the only one that could say he did something, but even then it's only a 5 or 6 out of 10. Midfield were anonymous. I mean, you've just mentioned there, but you said Berg. You've gone back to pronouncing him like Berg. We just recorded our podcast, and we pronounced his name 30 different ways, I think, during that, including the New York saying the Boiger. But he's just not in games. We pronounce his name lots of different ways, but I think that was more than he did in the entire game. He did that one brilliant break and cross for McGoldrick, but players like him that everyone keeps saying is a big player for the Championship, he's got to get in games more. They all have. They've all got to get involved and try and do something rather than just waiting for someone else to do it.
No, it's really difficult to see what the plan is at the moment. There's a lot of people saying, "Oh, this is how he wants to play. He wants possession football, and then he wants to use pace down the sides." But I don't know. Maybe we haven't got the players to play he wants to play. But I'm yet to see how they want to play. Maybe if he gets the players, we might work out how he wants to play. Because at the moment, I don't think the players really know how he wants to play. There's a lot of tip tapping it about, and then somebody just twats it forward. So it's not even like they kind of keep. If you're going to pass it around, keep passing it around. Don't just break the plan after 5. You just think, I'm bored of this. I'll just kick it and hope Bert gets on or Brewster runs on the end of it.
Yeah, it nearly worked a couple of times, didn't it? That desperate twat, if that's what we're going to call it. But yeah, pick a team, pick a style, pick something and stick to it. At the minute, trying stuff out as if it's pre-season doesn't seem to be working. Play some games behind
train spotting film. Choose a formation, choose a style.
Choose a style.
Choose life.
Choose anyone but Burke on right wing.
Yeah.
Choose shite.
So yeah, another pretty lame performance, boring performance. We got a point, but yeah, it's not been the greatest of starts how we've played or results, but we'll see. Early days.
We go again.
We do.
That's what we're saying, it.
So 0-0 with Swansea then. Wasn't a great performance, but it's not worth the meltdown that some are having on Twitter. I think it still looks like Slav's trying to work out what players can do what roles in match situations. He hasn't got the last few years that we've had of watching these players week in, week out. So we think we know better than he does, but obviously he's trying to build something. We've got to turn our regime on its head pretty much, and yeah, that's going to take some time to come. I think midfield tempo, movement, and creativity is stifling us a bit at the minute. I imagine that'll come with fitness and match sharpness. But at the minute, with them three key things missing in midfield, I think it really wastes the fact that we've got 3 forwards up the pitch. The ball's not getting to them enough, and you might as well sacrifice one of the 3 forwards and bring someone back, so at least there's another option to play out. But that's just my take on it, really. I don't think Robinson was terrible at left back, which was a surprise, to be honest. Didn't think he was terrible. I don't think the defence in general didn't do bad, but then Swansea didn't do much going forward. We had some alright chances, but I think it seemed as though McGoldrick was a bit too desperate to score. Just didn't seem to be falling right for him. It didn't seem to be his clinical self that he was last year. But hey, move on. It's a point on the board, and it takes a long time for the table to actually take shape. These first 2 results won't define our season. The next 5 won't, to be honest. We've just got to keep together, get behind the boys, and hopefully start rising up that table.
Oh, fucking hell, is it over? Oh, God. Ooh, fell asleep after about 4 minutes. I don't sleep very well, but United are doing an absolutely phenomenal job of getting me to sleep. You don't need any of these sleeping pills or anything like that. Just watch United. Oh, yeah. Anyway, better get up. We might actually make a fucking signing soon. So.